I'm Sergeant DeQuan Dyer, and this is your Warrior Report. Please take a look at the 120th Ship Report. 120th AG Battalion reception held this change of responsibility. The battalion took the time to thank Command Sergeant Major Lyons for all his dedication over the past 2 years and for his over 30 years of experience. We will miss him terribly, but are excited to welcome Command Sergeant Major Akwawo and her family to the Warrior Battalion. The Warriors Women's Mentorship Program hosted a self-care education forum. Specialist Stevenson and Drill Sergeant Powell led the unit in a discussion of the importance of self-care and the detrimental effects of pouring from an empty cup. The two leaders covered that as leaders, we must take the time to do things that help us live well and improve our physical and mental health. Bravo Company held an LPD led by Drill Sergeant Sandoval. Drill Sergeant Sandoval was able to utilize the company's favorite movie, The Avengers Endgame, to follow the successes and failures of the character Thor. Delta Company hosted Mrs. Danielle Hansen from the Army Community Service. Mrs. Hansen taught soldiers and civilians the importance of personal and professional self-reliance and resilience. Captain Anderson of FTC lectured on tactical athlete performance at the National Combined Sections meeting of the American Physical Therapy Association. More specifically, how to appropriately program training to optimize bone density and reduce injury. Delta Company attended a spin class at Vanguard Gym with Mrs. Pamela Long. The session lasted an hour long, and Mrs. Pam did a phenomenal job motivating and pushing everyone through the end. Echo Company was proud to announce that yet another trainee was retained through their hard work and was shipped to one-station unit training at Fort Benning. Trainee Amoa Kingsley was shipped off to basic training after selecting the MOS of 11 X-Ray infantrymen. First Lieutenant Carroll of Alpha Company volunteered to escort his youth group to Hawk's Nest in North Carolina to enjoy a day of camaraderie and snow tubing. The round trip was over 7 hours, but well worth it. It was an excellent opportunity for everyone to leave the house and enjoy a wholesome activity. And now, a word from our battalion commander.
Greetings from the Warrior Nation. Congratulations to our Heroes of the Week, Staff Sergeant Taylor from Alpha Company and Miss Anita Quinones from Delta Company.
I'd like to recognize Staff Sergeant Bryn Taylor, who participated in the Battalion NCO of the Month, served in the Battalion Color Guard, engaged trainees as an Alpha Company drill sergeant, all while pursuing a bachelor's degree at night. She truly embodies the warrior spirit and sets an example for everyone in the battalion to follow. Mrs. Quinones works as an HR assistant in the ID cards office. Mrs. Quinones is responsible for making sure that the personal identification numbers are accounted for and accepted into the inventory logistics portal once they arrive from the vendor via FedEx. In addition to doing ID cards, Mrs. Quinones receives the ship rosters and matches the ID cards and pins to be picked up by the gaining Battalion S1. She goes above and beyond daily and assists her peers in accomplishing the mission, regardless of their requests.
I would like to take this time to introduce my new battle buddy, Battalion Command Sergeant Major of the 120th AG Battalion, Sergeant Major Sierra L. Akwawo.
Hello, it's an honor and privilege to serve as the Battalion Command Sergeant Major of this mighty battalion. I look forward to this journey together. We set the example.
No ground to give.
Victory
Starts here.